Hello and welcome to About the House. With multiple reports noting the lack of Australia's retail bond market, the Tax and Revenue Committee has launched an inquiry into its development. We join Committee Chair and Member for Mackellar, Jason Falinski, to learn more about the issue.
What this inquiry is working out why we don't have a retail corporate bond market in Australia at the moment. So we do have a corporate bond market, but it's for high-end investors, so $500,000 and more, and we don't have a retail one, so one that mums and dads or superannuation funds can invest in. The result of that is that investors in Australia, especially as we have an ageing population, are massively overweight in equity, so that's sort of shares in the stock market, and they're far more variable, both in their returns and obviously their asset price. So as people retire, they want certainty in income, which means they need to go higher weight in the bond market. They can buy Australian bonds, which are at record low yields at the moment, so their returns aren't high, or you can go to corporate bonds. Australia doesn't have a retail corporate bond market, so the impact for Australian investors is that they're getting less certain returns, possibly lower returns, and riskier returns at that as well.
In a retail bond market, if a business needs to raise money, it can borrow money by issuing bonds that investors purchase.
Australia has all the elements of a retail corporate bond market with one exception. We just don't have one. We have a large pool of savings. We have about $3 trillion in superannuation. We have sophisticated banks and financial service institutions. We have a free market system where people want to actually come into our markets, but we don't have a retail corporate bond market. It's a really key missing element of it. And the point of this inquiry is to find out why. Why did we have one in Canada, the United States, large parts of Europe, but not here in Australia? On the other side of the coin is Australia has a problem with productivity. And part of that is getting innovative businesses into the market as quickly as possible. To do that, you need to be able to raise capital.
The inquiry is now accepting submissions, which means they want to hear your thoughts on the topic.
What I would like the report to look like is to define quite succinctly what the opportunity cost of us not having a retail corporate bond market is, and secondly, what are the 5 to 10 things that the Parliament can do or needs to change to make sure that we can get this market up and running as quickly as possible. They're the sort of submissions we would like to see. A clear identification of the opportunity costs and a clear identification of the sort of 5 to 10 most important things that we need to change so that this market can emerge as quickly as possible.
Thanks for watching. To have your say on a retail corporate bond market, you have until the 19th of March 2020 to make a submission at aph.gov.au/taxrev.